Hi everybody, and welcome back to Clocked In with the Press, hosted at Altman Studios in Brentwood, California. In this podcast, we cover local top news stories and highlight members and organizations in the community. Not everything stated in this podcast is supported by or reflects the beliefs of the press. So, if you'd like to share your thoughts, you can do so on Twitter or Instagram at PressClockedIn, or on Facebook at thepress.net. This is your host, Jake Menez, clocking in. It's now time for the top stories of the week that recap anything you may have missed. First up, Randy Pope was recently appointed to Mayor of Oakley as part of an annual reorganization of the City Council. Rather than a general election, the Mayor of Oakley is appointed through a rotational process among the members of the City Council. This takes place during the December meeting of the Council. Originally, this was a gentleman's agreement, but the Council decided to formalize it by adding it to the Municipal Code in 2013. Each council member then serves 1 year as mayor before the role is passed on to another member of the council, which encourages the acting mayor to be a collaborator, since next year they'll be on the other side of the power dynamic. For his term as mayor, Pope has said he is interested in a greater focus on public safety, particularly traffic safety. He cited the intersection of Laurel Road and Empire Avenue in Oakley as the most dangerous one in the city in terms of traffic incidents. Previously, it was East Cypress Road and Main Street intersection. The City Council will discuss these issues and more as they prepare their strategic plan in the coming months. Kyle Greeson, an Oakley native, participated in the 2022 Monster Energy AMA Supercross Championship at Oakland's Ring Central Coliseum last weekend. Greeson qualified in 40th position on his KTM 350 in the Premier 450SX class. He went on to finish 20th in the 7-lap race to determine gate picks for the main event, and in the last chance qualifier he finished in 13th place, which put him out of the position for the 22-man main event. Only the top 4 in the last chance qualifier advanced. Greeson, 21, has been racing since his early days on a mini bike at the local tracks in the region. Greeson's goal at the Oakland event was to have fun racing and gain valuable experience, especially to experience the speed of the 450SX class, he said. He plans to race more West Coast rounds to gain more experience. The top 3 finishers in the 450SX class in Oakland were Jason Anderson, Aaron Plessinger, and Justin Barcia. The City of Brentwood has hired Darren Gale as its new assistant city manager, the city said in a news release on January 19th. Gale, who will oversee the Economic Development and Public Information Office responsibilities in the city's manager's office, has 20 years of public and private sector experience in the community development, economic development, and public affairs, according to the city. He will begin the job on January 31st. Previously in the position was Terrence Grindle, who retired back on October 6th. Longtime Brentwood Police Chief Tom Hansen had previously filled the position in a temporary manner and will resume his police department position in February. Most recently, Gale led the City of Sacramento's Inclusive Business Retention and Expansion Program, overseeing the implementation of a $10 million small business forgivable loan program to assist 1,400 small businesses hurt by the COVID-19 pandemic. Next up, a driver was transported to the hospital on Tuesday, January 18th, after the truck he was driving struck a pole on Laurel Road in Oakley. The truck driver, whose identity and age were not released, was traveling southbound on O'Hara Avenue around 3:30 p.m., when he suffered an unknown medical emergency that caused him to lose control of the truck, an Oakley police officer said at the scene. The truck drove onto the sidewalk before coming in contact with a streetlight pole at the 7-Eleven parking lot at 1050 Laurel Road. The man was transported to Kaiser's Antioch Medical Center by ambulance for unknown injuries, the police said. And finally, Congressman Jerry McNerney, who has represented the district that covers Brentwood, Oakley, Bethel Island, and a portion of Antioch since 2013, will not be seeking re-election. This decision comes amid U.S. congressional district representation changes that will take effect in 2023, in which McNerney's term would have expired. Under the new district configuration, slated to take effect on January 23rd of next year, the U.S. congressional representation for much of East County, Brentwood, Oakley, Bethel Island, and again that portion of Antioch, will shift from McNerney's District 9 to District 10, currently represented by Democrat Josh Harder. Harder's term expires this year, and he has announced January 18th that he will seek to replace McNerney. Discovery Bay would remain in District 9, which will be served by McNerney's successor. The waterfront area of Antioch will be represented in District 8. Well, that's it for today's top stories, everybody. Just a reminder, these stories and more can be found online at thepress.net or by downloading our free mobile app from your app store, and in the paper as well. You can also check us out on Instagram and Twitter at PressClockedIn and on Facebook at thepress.net. Thanks again for listening. We'll see you soon. This is Jake Menez, clocking out.